Erotica. Stephanie Piper, Sheena Miles, and Tina ATL. Now, the winner is, like I said, this was so close, I must say. The voting was close. The 30% that we evaluated was so close that some of these races were literally within 1 point of each other. And this was one. So the winner is Kelly Cocktail. All right, let's give her a hand. Believe me, this was a close race. And see, I can't just go with my favorites, but definitely we salute Kelly. And Kelly's out there. Hey, Kelly, if you're there, hit me up on Facebook. I won't be able to check it, but hit me up because she's actually giving a viewing party. And I believe she's in Connecticut. Don't have me lying. She's up somewhere up north. Okay. So if you're out there, you want to see Kelly, you say hey and congratulations. Because she's actually giving now, if you kind of notice the trend here, when we have a woman's award, we have a counterpart that's a man award because we believe in unity. So for Erotic Poet of the Year Male, our category was a little small. Okay, so we have Eric Crow Davin, Lamont, the Voice Cox, and Braxton Eli. And all of these people are I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the GANSPA Awards, we went national. We started out in Georgia, and then we went regional last year. And this year we went national. So everyone on this list actually is from throughout the country. And the winner is Eric Crow Davran. I hope I will kill a name. Okay? So let's give Eric a round of applause. All right, let me tell you what we got coming up. Not quite yet, but I just want you to hold your seats because we got something good for you. We're going to do an interview with this young lady in a minute, but just kind of wave your hand, Ariel. Ariel is an up-and-coming designer, and she's going to be giving us a mini fashion show in a few minutes. She's just waiting on a couple more of her models, so stay tuned. We have some things coming up for you. In fact, I'm going to do a double. Is it okay if I do a double? Okay. I'm going to give away another set of awards. Is that okay with you? Okay. And then we're going to do some interviews, some more interviews. Let's give it up for the DJ on the ones and twos. Now, everybody knows me. I am a Facebook aficionado. I'm the one that probably Facebook said, let's ask, okay? They probably said, what's going on, Renata? I get these things. I've been on Facebook for 9 years, and I have 94,000 likes on my posts. So we're going for that 100,000, so I'm on Facebook a lot. So I use it as my resources. So I gave a call out. I said, I need a DJ. And we thank Rob, who answered the call. He's definitely an old friend of mine, but I thank him for answering the call and coming out and having his support to just jump in and help us. I love it when people come in and say, what can I do? Okay? And she definitely came in and helped us today. Here, as lovely fiance. So we have cards. Pick up a card if you like what you hear. He's kind of limited because we are tonight because we're doing a live feed, so we have to have original music when we're on camera. But believe me, he knows how to mix it up and do his thing for sure. So definitely come get a card before you leave because you know mom and them gonna have something that you're gonna need a DJ for. And you're like, I need a DJ. She said something, what was his name? Okay, get his card, put it in your wallet, and when you have that thing for mom and them, cousin and them, hit him up, okay? All right, we're going to play a song and then we're going to give out some awards. The artist for the song is actually in the house. You want to wave your hand over there, artist? She's a little shy when she gets behind the mic. Up here so everyone can participate in them. Okay. So this is Hidea George. Come into the camera. Now what award are you up for this evening? You're up for NeoSoul Rising Star. Tell us about your new project that you have coming up. I know this is off your new project, right?
Yeah. So my new project coming up is called Baby. Well, it already came out. It's called Baby. It has 8 songs on there, and it's pretty much about me growing up as a woman, since I'm 21 years old now. It's just about me growing up and finding myself in my own area, in my own space. And yeah, it's pretty chill. There's a lot of funk and R&B and like hip hop mixed in there.
All right, well we're definitely listening to you right now in the background. Now I'm about to embarrass you a little bit, okay? So I remember I met Lydia when she was about 12 years. And she was at an event and she was so shy to get on the mic and I talked to her like, girl, you have such a beautiful voice. What you gonna do with it? And she was like, well, I don't think I really want to sing. And I was like, oh no, you gotta share that voice. And now here she is with her sophomore album. So definitely if you like what you are listening to, get with the artists. We definitely want to shout them out. We have some artists in the house. We're featuring their music because this is our future. We have beautiful people right around us. We always say, where's the quality music? But it's right there around you. You just have to support it. And this is what these awards are about, supporting independent artists. So you didn't know your category, but your category is coming up. We thank you for sharing a little time with us. I know you're a little shy, but
my Instagram is Hidea George. It's HAD as in dog, IYAGEORGE. Next are all my social media.
All right. Okay. So the next award that we're going to give is for a NeoSoul Rising Artist Female. Hidea, you are a student? After all? Okay. Kim Joyce, and drum roll. is Hadia.
Thank you guys. It's really random. I feel very blessed. And yesterday I just got on this thing where I'm focused on determination now. So I want to thank everybody who supported me. And I want to thank Miss Renata for even giving me this opportunity because it's so cool. My goal really is to get to the BET Awards and just work super, super hard every single day for what I dream. If it wasn't for the support of my friends and my family and my fans, I definitely wouldn't have a purpose. So I just really am very thankful. And in all honesty, your love is what makes me a better person. So thank you guys.
All right, give it up. Now, NeoSoul Male of the Year. And this is a really, really deep category. It was, like I said, some of these votes were so close, and some of these professional bios, it was really hard. And we did it with the team. They just went out there and they just gave me the vote. And we recorded it and went from there. Okay? So we have Torian, Liddell, Floyd Grant, DeMarcus Hughes, and Andre Tyrone. And the winner is... Okay. I have one of my envelopes. But I know who the winner is. I'm not senile yet. So the winner is Floyd Grant. And I believe Floyd is also an alumni of the GANSPA Awards.
All right.
Thank you. I would like to thank God for His many blessings. As we know, this year has been a little trying with so many things happening, but we're here every day making it. And another day, and I'm very glad. Got My Eye on You is one of my singles that I have out. And I want to thank all my fans, my supporters, my team. Shout out to Lundy, the artist, the Public's Eye, and so many other people that I work with. Renata Brown, the GANSPA Awards, and so many other people in here that we, support. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Take you to a place you've never been and never wanna come back. Just let me know what you think if you feel it too. I got my eye on my life. I come to know that you want it too. I can't believe how beautiful you are. Just let me take some time to get to know you. I got a little bit of time on my hands, so come here, baby. Come here, 'cause I got my eye on you. You take you to a place you've never been and never wanna come back. Let me know what you think if you feel it too. I got my eye on you that I had patiently waiting for Girl, I just wanna take you home. Give you what you got. That's what I can take you to. We've got something you'll never wanna go back. Just let me know what you think.
So last year, we started a new category. We started a Hall of Fame. And this year, not only did we do an American Hall of Fame, we took it over across the water to London. And we were supposed to have Floetry's publicist here today, but she got food poisoning. So I can totally understand that. But Floetry is very happy to receive the award as our first Hall of Fame inductee. In fact, the picture that you're looking at on the screen is an exclusive photo that you won't see anywhere. And this gives us time to talk about our GANSPA magazine that's coming out. And so this is just a mini issue of our GANSPA magazine. I'll put it up close so you can see it. We have it available in digital. We have a few copies here tonight. And really what it is all about is highlighting independent artists. So if you want to be a part of it, if you're anything to do with the arts, whether it's fashion, singing, jewelry making, visual arts, definitely hook up with us. We want to feature you in this magazine. We want to shine a spotlight on you, for sure. GANSPA magazine. So we're going to have our launch in October, so we'll definitely have a live video from Floetry by October to be a part of our virtual launch. Okay, I'm going to keep on rolling while we're waiting for our fashion to get ready, because we do have a hard deadline to be out of here by. So I want to make sure that we give everybody the due respect. So how about some poetry awards? How about some more poetry awards? All right. So I didn't give my PowerPoint person yet, but our next award we're going to do is Rising Star Poet of the Year female and Rising Star Poet of the Year male. And every year I get people that want to be involved in the GANSPA Awards, that want to be a nominee base. And sometimes we have to turn people away because of the body of work, because we don't want to just, as you can see, the talent that's in this room tonight and the awards that have been given out are a spectacular array of people. So the Rising Star kind of came up because we couldn't just put everybody in Poet of the Year. We wanted to recognize those people that are coming up and doing the due diligence and getting their act together, literally. And we wanted to honor them and encourage them because, you know, it's hard when you're on the come up. See, many of you that see me in this room, when you see GANSPA on major network or you hear about us and we're going, you're going to say, I remember when GANSPA was on its come up. And see, a lot of times people want to bandwagon you when you're already up there. A lot of you were going to be like, yeah, I remember Renata standing at JR Crickets. And this is actually, let me tell you a little bit of how this event came together. Usually we have a bigger affair, but we're going to be moving our base. And I didn't want to leave the people out this year. I wanted to do something for the artists because people look forward to the GANSPA Awards. So I didn't want to just say because we didn't move our base, we're not going to have anything. So I put the award show out there because we really do, it's our passion if you haven't guessed. It's our heart's desire to provide a platform. So usually we're in a big room with a lot of people and a lot of pomp and circumstance, but I wanted to have something this year to celebrate the arts. And so I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that we're doing this live taping to let people all over the world know that, hey, this little artist that's on the come up is definitely worth celebrating. The Rising Star Female Poet of the Year. Nominees are Sylvia Blaylock, Mahogany Brown, Yvette China Roberts, Lisa Liu, and Born to Write. This was the closest category that we had this year. It garnered a lot of votes, and the scoring was almost within decimals of each other. So I want you to know, if you didn't win this time, just keep pressing just a little bit harder, and next year this can be you. So the Rising Star Poet of the Year, all the way from Northern California, is Sylvia Blaylock. I hope y'all can watch Sylvia. Okay, and for the Rising Star Male Poet of the Year, we have Stephen Mishner, Michael Brown, DeAndre True, Poet Carrie B, and Devontae Vitamin D. And the winner is, let's see, Micah Brown. I know I got Micah was supposed to be in the house tonight, but I guess he couldn't make it. But let's give out, Micah has done an awesome job. Go to his website. Micah is only about 23 years old, and he has been working as an artist since he was 7 years old. Okay? He has over 3 CDs out. He has probably at least 5 or 6 music credits to his name. Acting credits to his name. So definitely, we want to applaud Michael Brown. All right. Well, we're going to keep on going. We're still waiting for our fashion show. We might have to have the fashion show. She might have to do the fashion show, and we might have to follow her down the stairs. But we're going to keep on going with the awards. Okay, we're going to interview Mr. Troy ran in a minute. He's doing a lot of things. But I have a surprise. See, every year I give out an award that's the Producers Award. And this award is for somebody that supports. This is somebody that's doing a lot in the community of the arts. This is a person who has an open door, has an open mic. This is a person who refers to herself as the Susan Lucci of the award show. And every year I give out a special honor that I choose because, I can secretly root for this person and secretly root for that person, but I want everybody to win. I wish I could just give everybody an award, but then it doesn't work that way. But I always have one person each year that I want to just say thank you. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You may not get the award or you may get the award, but I appreciate it. And this one person who has been doing her thing for over 10 years on many mics, and she's always supporting other people. And I have other people that do that a lot as well. But Miss Journey, and she had no idea. None. Not at all. All right, girl. I have a frame somewhere.
Well, thank you, Renata. I truly believe in everything that you're doing for the arts community. So please give her a round of applause for putting these events together. I think, what we do, we offer an opportunity to allow people to heal. That's what spoken word does. That's my purpose, is to allow people a platform to express themselves so that they can move forward in life and start the healing process. So the name of my event is called Cheaper Than Therapy, because it's cheaper to come to a $5 open mic than it is to get a therapist. So I hope that you support it, but not only just support me, support my brothers and my sisters who are doing so much in the community to make awareness of all types of issues. Problems with relationships, problems with sex trafficking, problems with crime that we're having, police brutality. We offer that platform to express ourselves and hopefully welcome you to do the same so that we can start trying to heal not only us, but our communities as well. So thank you so much, Renata, for acknowledging my purpose, and I really appreciate that.
All right, we're going to do an interview. Before I go any further, Hadia wants to let you know that she is trying out for American Idol on what day? On Tuesday. So, all right, look for her. Definitely look for her. We're already claiming that she's going to make it through. Okay. Now, this young man has been doing a whole lot of stuff. And he just won an award here. He won an award last year. He's definitely doing a lot of stuff with his craft. So, tell me a little bit about your project and what you got going on.
I released an EP called Black Prince last year, the fall time, and just recently did a show at Apache Cafe called the Grown and Sexy Lyrics and Melodies, which is Volume 2, which is something that I've decided to make an annual situation to give other artists the opportunity to perform, and not just me singing, but other artists, singing as well, to help other artists. I also will be at Taste of Soul this year. I'm on the lineup, September the 2nd. It's a free event, so everybody is welcome to come. So many other things I can't talk about, but I
love that. I have a few of those saying myself. And so I was saying, I just want to give you a shout out tonight that I know you're out there I know you're working hard and getting your art out there and also providing platforms to other people as well. And that's what it's about. It's not just about me, but it's about doing other stuff for other people as well. So we wish you luck. All right, you'll be looking for those projects. Thank you. All right, we're going to run through these next awards kind of quickly. Musician or Band of the Year. And this band won last year and they won again this year. And they have been everywhere from Rolling Stone magazine. They're currently overseas touring in London. So let's see who their competition was. So we have Tank and the Bangas, Richard Jelly Butter, Niece, and Burris, and Jesse Hall. I really want to know how Chris and Jelly Butter. I've seen those fellows a lot. I just want to know where they got that name from. And the winner is Tank and the Bangas. Stop here 1 second. I want to give you an encouraging word. The last time I saw Tank and the Bangas, it was in a room smaller than this, and there were only about 10 people in that room. She gave a show as if it was 20,000 people in that room. Yes. And let me tell you now, what did you hear me say? She was on Rolling Stone, live in the studio. She's selling out stadiums. So keep grinding because you are just 1 second away from being discovered, 1 second away from your breakthrough. So I want to encourage you, just keep it up because I've been in those rooms with her more than once, whether it's 2 or 3 or 20. You never know, but the only thing that keeps you from succeeding is by not doing it. That's the only guaranteed failure that you have is by not showing up. Right. So keep showing up, and definitely you never know what can happen to you. For mixed media is for people like DJs, people like cameramen, because without the people that assist people, the artists and all that, without people that assist in the mixed media, then we can't have a show. We will have no ambiance. We'll be screaming to the top of our lungs. So I said, I'm going to make sure in these award shows that I'm going to put a special category for mixed media. I didn't want to be a gumbo for everything, but I thought it was important to give them a shout out because without them, it would not happen. Without somebody in the studio working the boards, without somebody putting the sound on the mic, you won't have it. I have my business partner here, Greg, and he knows oh my goodness, he's done. This is easy work for him, just doing the PowerPoint because he's definitely rocked with us and rolled with us and brought like truckloads of equipment to our events. So he definitely want to give a shout out to Greg Giles because he's definitely been my right and my left hand over these GANSPA awards. I appreciate you. Okay, so Kendall Taggart, J.T. Nicholson, Maximilian Monzingo, Tracy Cruz, and Gemini. And the winner is Maximilian Monzingo. See, I usually don't host my awards, and now I know why. Believe me, this is a rarity. You'll probably never ever see me in front of this mic like this again unless I'm performing. No, there's a reason. But I'm happy to be before you tonight. I definitely am. Okay. I'm gonna make some of y'all cats stay in a minute. I'll bring you out there. You're pretty sharp. I want you to give applause to this young designer up and coming. Definitely one to look out for. Miss Ariel coming up right now.
Leave me breathless with every heartbeat of yours. Pick up my canvas from the depths of your eyes, the velvet of your skin, inhale of your lungs, strongly pulls me in. They stand up above, the moon and the stars, they are captured by your love. You're my favorite work of art. You're as gorgeous as the sunrise and as elegant as the sunset. I love you at your worst and cherish you at your best. With one man's trash, you quickly become my treasure. Like clay on a potter's wheel, my hands are the tools that pleasure you. Slight imperfections of your art, I seem perfectly intact. With the alignment of your smile, down to the crease of your back, of your eyes, the velvet of your skin, inhale of your lungs, strongly pulls me in. They stand up above, the moon and the stars, they are captured by your love. Baby, my work of my paintbrush, I slowly stroke your ego. In case you did not know, I think that you're beautiful. Never underestimate your potential, 'cause you are the one that I'm loving. There's nobody else who deserves but you. Never forget, but you grasp all dreams like a Mona Lisa with a recognizable dimension. I showcase you as the beauty you are. You're the greatest masterpiece by far. Strongly pulls me. Nobody but you, you're my work of art. You're my work of art. You're my work of art. Can't no one tear us apart.
My name is Nathan Champion, and welcome to my world.
You've caught my attention, and it's not because of your body. Got me really thinking about you. Whoa, sinking right into my rhythm. Oh, sinking. Waiting on that moment to true. Oh, 'cause when I look in your eyes, I never thought that I'd find that you're on
something I know I've been searching for. And kinda caught me off guard.
Hi everyone, my name is Ariel. I have a company called Ariel Inc. And what you saw was my fall collection, a little bit of my fall collection called Born to Fly. And it really was sprung off of us. So it was 2 weeks after I had a car accident and a fall on my face. So I was on a scooter going through the Steve Harvey show. But it was worth it to give 17 artists a big stage like that. So as you listen, get a glimpse of who we are and what we do. So keep an ear out for us because there's bigger and better things coming. We've achieved a lot and there's still so much that we want to do. So keep rocking with us. Tell a friend to subscribe to the magazine, be a part of the magazine because we want to keep GANSPA Awards alive all year, not just when it's voting time. So keep an eye on us and just watch us. How I love that theme of her collection because we are born to rise. We are born to fly, definitely. So watch us fly, definitely. Continue to watch us fly. Okay, now we're getting down to it. The last 4 awards. And try to look away. Okay. Come. Okay, who are you?
Hi everybody, my name is Shay. I am actually Miss Atlanta. I just got here last week. I drove here from Washington. I too am into spoken word poetry, so I'm super excited to be here. I'm here for grad school. I'm going to Clark. I start school tomorrow.
I'm not going to forget that. That was my daughter's name, Shay. So definitely. And welcome to Atlanta. This is how we roll. It's always, one thing I like about Atlanta, there's always something to do in Atlanta. There's always some place to go. There's plenty of culture. It is definitely a rich place to be a part of the arts, for sure. I'm originally from California, even though now with my accent you probably can't tell. But it's all good. I'm originally from Long Beach. But definitely, I've been here for a little while now. And one thing I can say about Atlanta, and all this music, I'm going to give a couple of bars. No, I do sing, but not tonight. No, not tonight. Well, we may have to move on. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to move on and we'll do some tape interviews and announcements for the awards that we're going to give. Okay, is that all right with you? We don't want to keep you that are here waiting, but you will be on camera and we will announce live on camera and it's out there as one can see. So the next category is Neo-Soul Female Poet, not poet, Singer of the Year. Female. And the nominees are Delise, Chris Songbird Martin, Tish, Simply T, and Teratona Tank Ball. Now this is another hotly contested category, but it's a testimony to putting the work in because sometimes it's not how many people know you, but it's people. One thing I've learned about these awards, because I get to read the bios, I get to see the body of work that people do, and it's amazing. That's why I'm able to put out on my own. I have been with Renata since they won, I guess. She heard me sing one of my other songs and put me on the ballot. And I didn't get in that year, but every year since, my fan base and my family and friends and everyone has voted. And last year I won for Georgia
This is my very first time winning all over. And I'm so thankful and proud. Thank you all so much for believing in me. And to me, this is like an independent Grammys. I support GANSPA year round. I don't just wait till it's time to vote because I am genuinely honored when anytime somebody recognizes you on an indie basis. You have to understand what that means for you in your career. All of you out there who are independent artists, when you win or get a nomination, you now have a label. You are a nominated artist. You put that on your label. When you win an award, you are an award-winning poet. You are an award-winning artist. You don't let something take that from you. And you put that on your resume going forward. And that's how you get picked up for these labels and these shows. And people who are looking to book you, don't ever let that let anyone take that from you. That's what the GANSPA Award does for you. And you have now been put on a platform with our international honoree, the Floyd. Floyd, since she's going by Flo now. That's how we need to address her. That's what she wants to go by now. You've been put on a platform with Jill Scott. You've been put on a platform with David Sunshine. Put that in your resume. That's what GANSPA Awards means. That's how important it is. That is why I represent GANSPA year round, not just at voting time. That's what it means. That's what Renata Brown means to me. That's what GANSPA means to all of us. Thank you, God. Thank you so much, Renata Brown.
I did not pay her. I'm very touched. It's definitely. I got 2 more warnings to go through. She can't just be sitting up here crying like that. So, the NeoSoul Poet of the Year. You've been listening to the music, okay? And I'm sure you've been enjoying it. Have you guys been enjoying this music by these independent artists? Let's try to go out and be a part of that. Definitely. Get with us on GANSPA. All our links will be up on our website so that you can own this music yourself, for sure. Okay. We are at the last set of awards for tonight. Okay, oh, you guys know what I'm doing? Okay, it's been a long day. So, poet. I have been a poet since I was 8 years old. I wrote my first poem at 8. By the time I was 11, I had a collection of poems I put in a book. By the time I was 14, I was on the radio reciting poetry in LA before thousands and thousands of people. So I have a love in my heart for poetry and singing. I've been singing since I was 4 years old. I don't even want to tell you some of the people I used to sing with because they don't really date myself. But it's, you've probably heard of Edwin Hawkins. He had a children's choir. I was part of that. I think I was about 4 or 5 years old. So these awards really come from a place of celebrating what I do, celebrating what I love, celebrating what I'm part of. So we're getting down to it. The female poet of the year and the male poet of the year. Children's choir, I was part of that. I think I was about 4 or 5. Okay, we had a big field. That's why we have so many finalists. And these races were like razor type. A lot of it just came down to the professional resume and people getting out the vote. So the poet of the year, by a slim but deserved margin, is Talessa Hines. professional resume and people's getting out the vote. So,
Oh my gosh, she's crying. Now I feel like I want to cry. That's what I did. Thank you. Thank you, Renata. Thank you all. This is based on not just votes, but teaching, your website, your PDF, and your resume. I didn't do this by myself. I have an amazing force behind me that has built me up and turned me into the artist that I am in a matter of a year. Because I've only been in Atlanta for 2 years. So I accept this and I'm honored by this, but I also have to give a shout out to my manager and partner, Sam Hart, because you did this for me. So thank you.
All right. Like I said, this was of the slimmest.
You ain't gotta keep saying slim.
Okay. You got it, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to let people know that we're really serious about this. And if you saw what happened behind the scenes and the stuff that we look at, it's a lot that I ask of the judges to look and to look at the whole picture of the artist. And I will say this before we give our last award out, and I want you please listen to me. I know a lot of artists that are nice on the mic. They can move people, but they don't have that foundation. They don't have the website. So I don't have anything to look at. They don't have a developed bio. So I don't have anything to judge. And my judges don't have anything to judge because these are people that don't know a lot of time the artists. These are people that have a preacher at the time. Really, I did. I was a preacher. I did a lot of things. Okay, we're getting to our last award of the evening. I've been forbidden to say that it was really close. So a lot of people were next to each other, okay? They were really tightly next to each other, okay? And so in that tightness next to each other, there emerged a winner. And here we have another category. These are the only 2 categories where we had a massive nominee base, so we had a lot of finalists. We have Red Storm, Arias Morero. I have been reading with this. Complicated Passion, Eric Prose Davin, Moody Black, Abyss Graham, Deshauna New, Bertrand E. Boyd, Economy the Poet, Joseph Nathaniel King Jr. So in the closeness, in the tightness, we have a winner. And the Poet of the Year is out of one of the Carolinas. I always get Carolinas mixed up. Moody Black. So this concludes our kickback, our party, our celebration, our commune. If you want to interview, we do have. Okay, we have time for a few interviews if you would like to share the spotlight with us.